Willie Street Co-op eyes its third location on the north side of Madison, and one of the best hotels in the country is now just a short drive away. We'll have the details. Keep it right here. Your real estate news starts now. Wisconsin Governor Scott Walker has put his Wauwatosa home up for sale. The two-story, three-bedroom home is listed for $338,000, according to the Cap Times. It is a 2,152 square foot colonial-style home built in 1924. Its quarter-acre lot includes an in-ground swimming pool. No open houses are scheduled, but prospective buyers can request a private showing. The property is listed by Delafield real estate agent Primar LLC, according to the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel. The governor tweeted shortly after listing the home that, like many empty nesters, we are looking to downsize our home. Willie Street Co-op announced that it may open its third location on the north side of Madison. If so, it would replace the Pierce's North Side Market, currently located on Sherman Avenue. Pierce's had a 10-year lease on the 25,000 square foot space that is set to expire this summer, according to the Wisconsin State Journal. Willie Street Co-op has not yet signed a lease on the site, and input is still needed from co-op members, although those members did approve pursuing a third retail site in August of 2014. There are about 33,000 co-op owners currently active. The Natural Food Cooperative's second location in Middleton was opened in 2010. For those feeling the urge to travel this winter, TripAdvisor has revealed the top-rated U.S. hotels, and number 8 is right in Chicago. TripAdvisor's Traveler's Choice hotel rankings are based on the hotel reviews of millions of its members over the last year. The Talbot Hotel in Chicago came in at number 8 in the country. Though the average rate there is $255 a night, it drops to $152 in January per Yahoo Travel. The recently renovated hotel is in the heart of Chicago's Gold Coast and was built in 1927. The number 1 hotel in the U.S. was the 89-year-old Sherry Netherland Hotel in New York City. It is located on the edge of Central Park and includes an ornate old-world lobby with painted ceilings. Stay tuned, we have more coming up right after this. And welcome back to the Real Estate News. My next guest is Savannah Hauglund. She's a realtor and buyer specialist with Century 21 and also with Kirsten and Company Realtors. Welcome, Savannah. Nice to have you here again.
Thank you so much for having me.
So we're talking about buying today. What should somebody do to just get started?
Well, first off, you would like to contact me and we can set up a meeting and we can go over the home buying process, where we can also let you know what to expect during the next few months of your home search. We can also discuss the contingencies that you'll be wanting and needing, such as home, well, and septic, as well as radon testing. And many buyers don't know this, but we can represent you and negotiate for you at no cost to you. Sometimes you don't know where to go to for financing and you need some help with that. And I can certainly recommend lenders that you can go through. And then that way you'll know what your price range is after you're pre-qualified and what type of loan program that you are qualified for.
That's great that you do that, and it's great that that's at no cost to you as well.
Yes.
It's good to know that.
Yep.
So let's say that they've met with you, they're now pre-approved. Where do they go next?
Well, very few buyers are ready to purchase right off the bat, and they're typically in the education phase and they're researching online and downloading all these home search apps, and they're not exactly sure what they're looking for, and that's when they're first starting. And you won't know until you're actually out there on showings looking at houses in person. And we found over the years that buyers want to be a part of the home search process, and they're very active in that. And if I'm not, or if any agent really is not getting back to you in a timely fashion, then you're going to find your business elsewhere. So Kirsten and I have found a solution to this problem, and we provide one of the best home search mobile apps, and buyers can view the most up-to-date properties on the MLS at their own time.
So tell us more about this search site and the app that you have. So how is it different than what other people have got out there?
Well, it's the only direct access MLS or secondary site that is directly access to the MLS, and it gets the information from there one day sooner than other apps like Zillow and Trulia. So, and they can set it up, and it's password protected for your search criteria, and you can change that whenever you want. You'll also be notified via email when a new listing comes on the market. And what people don't realize is that when they download other apps like Zillow and Trulia, those companies are selling your information. So you're going to be receiving emails and phone calls from all of these different realtors and lenders that you're not expecting. And with our app, it's just one realtor, it's either Kirsten or I, who are going to be contacting you and helping you throughout the process.
And that is worth so much right there, to not have your information sold and being contacted by everyone.
Yes.
Well, thanks so much for stopping by today. It was wonderful to have you here.
Thank you so much. And you can also download that app at Home Scouting if you search it online, and you can enter in your email and phone number, and make sure to enter in our VIP code of 2121, and then it will set it up for you and we'll be in contact.
Excellent. Well, thanks so much.
Thank you very much.
And stay tuned. We have more coming up. And welcome back to the Real Estate News. My next guest is Kristen Strasser. She's the owner-designer at Vineyard Chic Kitchens. Welcome, Kristen. Nice to have you here.
Thank you.
So we're talking about kitchen remodeling. What are some of the best improvements that you can make to add value to your home?
Well, you want to make sure, obviously, that all the major mechanicals in your home are in working order. Those are going to be the most important. But second to that, really, it's the kitchen. You're going to want to make sure that that kitchen is up to date. They say that you can get back about 70 to 120% of your investment on a kitchen remodel at the time of sale. So kitchens are really going to be up there. They're the hub of the home, command central. It's what all buyers are looking at. It's kind of the first thing they see when they walk into a home. So kitchens would really be the top of the list.
That's great that the return on investment is so high,
Yeah.
too. Plus, you get to enjoy it, too, while you're using it, while you're living there.
Exactly.
So what is the most important thing people should consider when they're remodeling a kitchen? Because there's so much there that you could do.
Absolutely. The number one thing that I think people should really take account of is the cabinets. You know, the cabinets are taking up the most real estate in your kitchen. You want to make sure that they're up to date. You don't want to have any exposed hinges. You don't want to have anything stained or warped. So really the cabinets are going to be the number one. You're also going to want to take a look at your countertops. You don't want to have any laminate countertops. You want to make sure that they're stone, granite or a quartz. The countertops are really important as well. And third, I would say the floors. You know, you're going to want to make sure that your floors are in really good shape. Hardwood is going to be your number one, and tile as well. You know, if you do have hardwood, let's face it, we're very hard on our floors. You're going to want to make sure that you get those floors refinished, because buyers are going to be really looking at things like that.
Yes, good tips, exactly, because you could easily overlook that if you're not thinking about that.
Right.
And so what are the biggest trends then that you're seeing in kitchen remodeling?
Gosh, you know, a lot of trends. Appliances are going to be a big one. You know, you've got appliances now that, you can boil water in 90 seconds. You know, you've got refrigerators with drawers where you can, an exterior drawer that you can open up and grab a piece of fruit. Painted cabinets are going to be a really big trend right now. They're timeless. We're seeing a lot of whites and creams. So painted cabinets, very popular right now. Some decorative trim, furniture style trim. We want to make kitchens look like they're furniture-like. And so those would be, some trends. Glass inserts are a big one. Beverage refrigerators. We're doing a lot of subway tile. You want storage solutions, I think, are really important. People they want their kitchens to work much harder than they ever have. And so, another thing that's even just small is outlets with USB functionality. If you're having an electrician come in and do some decorative, stylish lighting in your kitchen, have them throw in a couple of USB outlets, makes your life a lot easier.
Also exciting things to do and so much fun too. Well, thanks so much for stopping by today.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
And stay tuned. And welcome back. Up next is Becky Anderson. She's the owner and manager of Tresta on the Water. Welcome back, Becky. Always a pleasure to have you here.
Thanks, Stacy. It's always fun to come here.
So one of the things that I really love about your place is that great interior design you've got going on there. Could you tell our viewers about that?
Our interior design is, on the first floor, is industrial loft concept with the open spaces where you have the piping running through the ceiling. It's really, really, really popular, and it's got the rough cement and that type of thing.
Absolutely beautiful. And now, besides being gorgeous, you also offer a lot of special services to your residents as well.
Yes, we do. We have a concierge service which will take the dry cleaning. We deliver packages. We even will take out on an emergency basis or on-call basis. We'll even take a pet out if the owner can't get back at a certain time.
Wow, that's so convenient.
It really is, and the people there just love that service.
Oh yeah, that's so nice to have. And if you want to get outside of your apartment too, you've got tons of areas to hang out there as well.
We do. We've got a lobby area where we have a bar that does not have a bartender, so people if they want to get out of their apartment, they can come down and hang out there. We've got 4 televisions. We've got a gaming room. We've got a community room where the tenants can reserve and have a meeting or play fantasy football in there or that type of thing.
And your amenities are just out of this world as well. You have a pet spa, correct?
We do. We have a pet spa. Everybody sees it and they're just like, really? You have a pet spa? And we have fitness on demand, which we do not have a fitness center, but we have the fitness on demand where you can go and plug in what you want to do, whether it's yoga or Pilates or whatever, and you can do it by yourself or with a friend. And we have a project room too, so if you want to build a piece of furniture, frame a picture, we've got benches and tools in there to use.
Oh wow, that's great. You don't see that very often. That's super convenient as well. And you've also got the water right there. Any water-related activities going on? I know it's pretty cold right now. Do you have ice or what's going on with that?
Well, we do. We have. I'm not sure how thick it is, but we're on the lagoon part. It is frozen over, so I think you probably could ice skate on it. And then we have Rutabaga that's right next door to us where people can rent a kayak, a canoe, paddleboard, and we have a pier so you can pull your boat up and visit our restaurant.
Amazing. Well, thanks so much for stopping by again. It's always a pleasure to talk to you.
Thanks, Stacy.
And stay tuned. We have more coming up right after this. And welcome back to the Real Estate News. My next guest is Rob Grether. He's the owner and broker at Lake Point Realty. Welcome back, Rob. Wonderful to have you here again.
Great to be here, Stacy.
So how are things going for you out there?
Things are going well. Busy market right now. Even though it's winter, it's still a pretty busy market in general. A lot of buying, a lot of selling. Things are happening, so pretty exciting.
That's good. So it's busy out there. Suggestions for sellers?
You know, the suggestion I would have is get ready to move because people are buying houses. Get your house ready, get it cleaned up, get it painted, fix whatever you need. You know, even with the weather being cold, you can still do some exterior things and get the house ready and figure out where you're going to go. Because once we get it listed, I think you'll probably get results pretty quickly.
That's great news for those sellers out there. Now, how would you prepare your buyers?
You know, with the buyers, I would say let's get you pre-qualified for financing. Obviously, that's a major component. And then just get ready to start looking at houses because once they hit the market, a lot of houses are going pretty quickly, and you'll want to be able to pull the trigger when the opportunity arises.
Yeah, you want to move fast in this market. So, you know, a lot of people are looking online these days at real estate sites. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, I think it's a great tool. I like to see my buyers being educated and knowing what's on the market. But I also know that, you know, those sites aren't always as up to date as they should be. A lot of times the status isn't updated, so you'll find houses that people are really excited to find online, but they actually have accepted offers or they've actually been sold. So I think, you know, it's a good tool for those buyers to use to get an idea of what's out there and what's been on the market. But it obviously can't replace getting out, seeing houses, working with an agent like myself, or you know, another real estate professional, and then just really kind of being, you know, out and about and taking a look at places more regularly.
So we're right at the beginning of a year, new year. What are your thoughts about how it's going to be this upcoming year here?
You know, if the first month is any indication, it's going to be a busy year. It's going to be an exciting year, and I'm an optimist in general, so I like to feel like it's going to be a good year for myself and a lot of other people as well.
That's great news. Well, thanks for stopping by again, Rob. It was wonderful to have you here.
Great. Thank you, Stacey.
And stay tuned. We have more coming up right after this.
Welcome back to the Real Estate News. I'm Jessa Jeremiah, and we are welcoming in a new year. While many of you may have made resolutions for yourselves, it's never too late to make a resolution for your home. We're talking a little bit about hard water today and how that can be the source of many problems for your own home. So before you buy or sell, we're going to check in with home expert Monica Peterson, who's joining us. Hi, Monica. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
We are so good. It's such a privilege to get the opportunity to chat with you today.
Thank you.
And you know a lot about homes, so this is the perfect opportunity to talk a little bit about hard water. So talk to us about how our water can possibly create issues in our homes.
Well, you know, a lot of us, we don't actually know that much about water. You know, we hear the term hard water or soft water and don't really know what it means. And also 85% of us have hard water, and a lot of us don't know it. So hard water means, you know, your water has the calcium and the magnesium. These are natural minerals that your water collects as it's moving from your water source into your home. And you know, hard water tastes fine. We get used to using it. But what we don't think about necessarily is what it can be doing behind the scenes in our home. So an example of what it's like to live with hard water, and I've had it, and you may have had it too, is you may see this white film all over your glassware. It might be in your shower stall. It might be in your shower head. You may have to add, you know, fabric softener to make your laundry soft. You may take a shower and go, God, my skin is so dry, which, you know, this time of the year it's really bad. And also just the cleaning that we have to do on some of our shower or kitchen or bath fixtures. So we've kind of gotten used to this, and we may think, oh, you know, this is fine, and not realize that it's actually hard water that's causing all of that film and scale and just sort of that uncomfortable feeling. And what we don't see from hard water is that it really is hard on our plumbing and our pipes. And those plumbing and pipes go into our appliances, so it's also hard on our appliances as well. So what we see from hard water, yeah, we live with, we get used to. It's what we don't see that really scares me in terms of our home. A lot of us may think we have a slow drain or we have a clog, when in fact that water is just having a hard time getting through those pipes because of corrosion and mineral buildup. So what you want to do is you want to find out whether or not you have hard or soft water. And here's the way to do it. Okay?
And tell us a little bit too, as you're kind of sharing how we find out if we have it or not, if you would kind of couple that in with what we can do about it if we do.
Okay, so great. So I'm working with Morton Salt. So you want to go to mortonsalt.com. You can sign up and get a free test strip. Looks like this. You put it under your running water. It takes 15 seconds and you will know whether or not you have hard or soft water. If you have hard water, you want to start looking into water softeners. Very simple. You buy the unit, you have a plumber or maybe a family member if you're lucky that knows how to do it. Come in and install it. You're not redoing all the piping in your house. You're simply installing a water softener. So you're going to get a water softener, and you're going to think about, you know, cost $200 to $500 for a unit, another $200 to $500 for the plumbing installation, depending on plumbing rates in your area. And then for, you know, a family of 4, typically you're going to look at less than $50 for the year for salt. So it's a minimal investment with a great return. You're going to reduce that wear and tear on your appliances. You're going to reduce the wear and corrosion corrosion in your plumbing, and you're going to have a better bathing experience. Your dishes are going to be a lot more clean. You're not going to have to spend money on fabric softeners or all these high chemical cleaners any longer. I mean, overall, it's such an improvement in your life, your daily life, the things that we do all the time, showering and cleaning and the feel of our clothing. So it's a very simple fix, and it's really the only fix. If you've got hard water, you'll want to get a water softener, and that's your solution. So go to our website, get some information, and definitely use your test strip. You can even stop at a hardware store and get it if you want to do it tonight on your way home from work. But I thought that I had soft water. I paid a lot of taxes, and my water tastes good. And I thought, okay, water is great here. And I was constantly complaining about different drainage issues, and I was redoing my grout in my bathroom all the time, where the water would hit the floor. My dad kept coming over and saying, kids, you've got hard water, you need a water softener. And I didn't know. I thought if your water tasted good, it was fine. So definitely do the test, check it out, and if you need to make the change, do it. You will wish that you had done it a long time ago.
Yeah, and these are all problems that we can relate to. Many of us have had them in our homes or have them in our homes now. So to know that there's a real quick fix out there is really helpful. How prevalent would you say this is in people's homes?
Well, about 85% of us have hard water. And many of us don't know that, so like 2/3 of people, you interview them and they say, oh, they're totally embarrassed by, these watermarks and the signs of hard water. I mean, I had it for years. I have travertine tile, and there was always this extra sort of white cloud on my tile work, and you have house guests and you're like, well, trust me, it is clean. It just looks like that. I can't get it off. And I had a baby a couple years ago, and I had to change all my cleaning products because I wanted her to be in a safe environment, and I didn't want to use these high chemical kind of cleaners in my bathroom and on my faucets. And that's when I realized, this is not coming off. This white film isn't coming off, because basically you're cleaning up these water spots with the water that's causing it in the first place. So, it's also, it can help you have a healthier environment for your family. And, years ago, water softeners were a huge commitment. You had to sign contracts. It was just very different. Now it's become a DIY project, and one that we all really need to look into.
Yeah, and like I said, you've made it a very easy solution for us. So a great solution for a problem that a lot of us face. Monica Peterson, home expert, thank you so very much for sharing these great tips with us. We're going to be back with more real estate news right after this, so stick around.
For all of us here, I want to thank our guests for their time today, and also thank you for tuning in to your real estate news. I'm Stacy Hansen. We'll see you next time.